Imagine a life where every thought effortlessly shapes reality, where focus and flow merge into pure magic. Neville Goddard taught that consciousness is the only reality, and by mastering these two forces, we unlock limitless potential. Stay with me, because what you're about to hear will change everything. Focus is the gateway to transformation, the mechanism by which consciousness directs energy toward creation. The mind, when disciplined, becomes a sculptor of reality. Neville Goddard emphasized that imagination is the only reality, but imagination without focus is chaotic and unstructured. To manifest, one must hold an unwavering vision, not as a wish, but as a certainty. Certainty is not hoping or desiring, it is knowing, and this knowing must dominate consciousness until it impresses upon the subconscious. Every thought held persistently, every mental image felt as real, imprints itself on the formless substance of reality. This is why mental discipline is non-negotiable. Most people allow their minds to drift aimlessly, reacting to circumstances rather than creating them. But those who train their focus eliminate randomness. They become architects of experience rather than mere spectators. This discipline is not rigid effort, but effortless precision. It is assuming the state of the wish fulfilled until it becomes second nature, allowing thoughts to settle into place without interference. The moment one sets an intention, the subconscious begins rearranging reality to match the assumption. But doubt is the great disruptor. The wavering mind contradicts itself, affirming a desire one moment and questioning it the next. Every time a desire is questioned, it resets the manifestation process, delaying results. The key is persistence in assumption, to refuse to entertain any thought opposing the desired outcome. Just as an actor fully embodies a role, one must embody the assumption of already having, being, or experiencing what is desired. This embodiment is the bridge between focus and flow. Flow is the effortless unfolding of circumstances aligned with belief. When assumption is firm, the mind no longer struggles to achieve, it allows. Allowing does not mean passivity, it means trusting the unseen mechanisms at work. Flow is the state in which everything falls into place, guided by the subconscious without resistance. This is why those who master assumption appear to live effortlessly, their desires materializing without struggle. Resistance is the opposite of flow. It is the attachment to external validation, the need for immediate proof. Those who constantly check for signs are delaying their manifestation. True creation is internal first. The external world is always a reflection, a delayed mirror of inner conviction. The stronger the internal certainty, the faster the external aligns. This is why Neville taught that reality conforms to the imagination, not the other way around. To be controlled by appearances is to be trapped in a cycle of reaction rather than creation. To deepen focus, the mind must be trained like a muscle. Visualization should not be passive but experiential. The more senses involved, sight, sound, touch, even smell, the more real it becomes to the subconscious. The subconscious does not distinguish between real and imagined. It only reacts to the dominant impression. This is why children immersed in their fantasies often experience them as reality. The adult mind, conditioned by doubt, must unlearn disbelief and return to the purity of assumption. Flow emerges when resistance dissolves. It is the rhythm of creation uninterrupted by fear. The artist in flow does not force inspiration, it arrives effortlessly. The athlete in flow does not overthink movements, each action is instinctual. This same principle applies to manifestation. When the mind ceases to struggle, when assumption becomes effortless, reality molds itself around the vision. This is why desperation repels and confidence attracts. The one who knows does not need to chase. Timing is an illusion. The linear mind perceives delay, but the subconscious operates beyond time. The moment a desire is impressed upon the subconscious, it exists in potential form. Manifestation is not about bringing something from nothing. It is about shifting awareness to an already existing reality. This is why Neville emphasized that we are constantly moving through states. Each state carries its own experiences, and movement between them is governed by focus. Every assumption is a doorway to a new state. If one assumes lack, they enter a state of lack. If one assumes abundance, they shift to a state of abundance. The key is to remain in the desired state long enough for it to solidify. Most people oscillate between states, doubting before the shift is complete. Those who remain unwavering experience rapid change. This is why persistence matters more than intensity. It is not about forcing belief, but maintaining it until it becomes reality. The external world, being a reflection, cannot be changed directly. It can only be changed by altering the internal state. Those who try to manipulate circumstances without shifting consciousness fail because they are fighting effects rather than causes. The wise do not fight reality. They become a new reality. The world must adjust to match the internal blueprint. This is why Neville taught that assumption hardens into fact, because the world cannot resist a dominant mental image. Emotion amplifies focus. The strongest assumptions are those charged with feeling. Thought alone is weak without the energy of conviction. This is why memories with strong emotions are recalled vividly while neutral ones fade. The subconscious responds most powerfully to emotion-backed imagery. The deeper the feeling, the stronger the impression. This is why Neville emphasized feeling as the secret, because it is the language of creation. Detachment is not indifference but trust. The one who knows does not need to force outcomes. The impatient are still in doubt. The calm have already received. This is why the most effortless manifestations come from those who expect without resistance. When focus and flow merge, the impossible becomes inevitable. The mind, free from doubt, aligns perfectly with the unseen forces governing reality. The process is simple but profound. Assume the wish fulfilled, feel it as real. Release resistance. Allow the subconscious to work without interference. Remain in the state of fulfillment. Do not seek signs. Let signs follow naturally. Trust the unfolding. Reality will rearrange itself accordingly. Effortless creation is the mastery of focus and flow. Those who understand this move through life with a sense of ease, their desires unfolding as naturally as breathing. They do not struggle because they know struggle is unnecessary. They do not chase because they know they already have. Their thoughts are deliberate, their emotions aligned, their reality a perfect reflection of inner certainty. Every moment is an opportunity to shift states. Awareness is the key. Observe thoughts, redirect them when needed, and reaffirm the desired assumption. Reality bends to focus. Flow emerges when there is no resistance. The process is always at work. Consciousness, when directed properly, holds the blueprint for creation. The mind, disciplined and trusting, becomes the gateway to limitless possibility. Manifestation is not about trying harder, it is about knowing deeper. Those who master assumption do not question, they simply become. When this is understood, life ceases to be a struggle and transforms into a continuous unfolding of desired experiences. The key is consistency. The one who persists in assumption, unshaken by appearances, ultimately sees it reflected in form. Reality has no choice but to comply with an unwavering mind.